What happened to 5 leaders who challenged the United States? 1. Che Guevara, summarily executed. Che Guevara was a famous Argentine Marxist. He became one of the leaders of the Cuban Revolution. Guevara became a key figure of the new Marxist regime. He continued fomenting insurgency worldwide. In 1965, he left Cuba to spread their revolution. He tried training rebel forces in Congo-Kinshasa, but failed. Then he moved to Bolivia and was captured by US-based local forces. Che Guevara was summarily executed on October 9, 1967. 2. King Faisal of Saudi Arabia, assassinated. Faisal bin Abdulaziz Al Saud ascended to the throne in 1964. Faisal's relationships with the U.S. were good at first. He was a staunch anti-communist and bought American arms, but he was also a supporter of the Palestinian cause. Faisal protested against the West's support for Israel. In 1973, he led the oil embargo, causing a worldwide fuel crisis. On March 25, 1975, King Faisal was shot and killed by his nephew. Faisal bin Musaid was protesting the king's embrace of television. 3. Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, deposed and executed. Bhutto served as both president and prime minister of Pakistan. He was an avowed socialist and the leader of the Pakistan People's Party. He nationalized much of the country's industries. This caused economic stagnation and civil unrest. Bhutto responded by violently cracking down on protesters. When Jimmy Carter became president, the U.S.-Pakistani relationship soured. In 1977, Bhutto was deposed in a military coup led by his army chief. He was executed in 1979 for assassinating an opposition leader. 4. Saddam Hussein, deposed and executed. Hussein served as president of Iraq for 24 years. In 1980, Iraq invaded neighboring Iran. 10 years later, Iraq invaded Kuwait. Hussein lost both wars, but remained in power. In 2003, a US-led coalition invaded Iraq to remove Hussein from power. Hussein was captured and tried by an Iraqi court, convicted of crimes against humanity. He was executed on December 30, 2006. 5. Muammar Gaddafi, killed. Gaddafi led the Libyan revolution in 1969. He promoted Islamic socialism and called himself brotherly leader. During the 1970s and 1980s, Gaddafi was very ambitious. He went to war with neighboring Egypt and Chad. The country became increasingly isolated. In 1999, Gaddafi tried to mend relationships with the West, but in 2011, anti-corruption protests broke out in Libya. The country descended into civil war. Forced to flee, Gaddafi was captured by insurgents and killed on the spot.